The last time we saw Ghanaians excel so well in the Champions League was 4-2 seasons ago. But this time around, a lot of Ghanaians are excelling in the Champions League, and that's the need for us to talk about their performance. My name is Delali Frankauti, and you're welcome to the Soccer. In today's edition, we are going to talk about Ghanaian players and how they performed in the ongoing Champions League. If it's your first time here, please hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. We are going to start today's video with a bit of statistics. Mohammed Kudus and Kamal Sowah have scored a total of 5 goals, have combined to score a total of 5 goals. And that, interestingly, happens to be the highest that Ghanaian players have scored since 2014-2015 season all the way to the 2021-2022 season. Clearly tells you that we are gradually getting closer to another golden generation. We are getting closer to another golden generation. A generation that excites a lot of us. A generation that there was a time that when there's a Champions League game, we know that we are going to watch Michael Essien or Suleiman Tari. And perhaps maybe we are getting closer to that. So we're going to start with Mohammed Kudus. Mohammed Kudus scored perhaps one of the luckiest goals that any striker would ever score. Kudus also started today. Kudus started for Ajax as a false nine, just as he has been playing for Ajax. And interestingly, he managed to score one of the luckiest goals that a striker would score. It was a shot across. He was trying to dodge the strike, and the ball hit him and went into the net. Credit to him, but it's a goal that we would always give it to him because of his positioning and where he finds himself. So Kudus was on target for Ajax, but unfortunately, they lost woefully to Napoli by 6-1. Quite a disappointing one. Earlier, Kudus has talked about he wanting to qualify out of the group stages, but as of now, we don't know if possibly that could happen. But once Kudus on target, is worth talking about. So let's talk about another Ghanaian player who is on red hot form. And that person is Kamal Sowah. Kamal Sowah produced a man of the match performance when his side Club Brugge played against Atletico Madrid. They managed to beat Atletico Madrid by 2-0, and Kamal Sowah was on target. He's one of the players that is gradually finding his feet so far as goal scoring is concerned. He scored a brilliant goal by ending a great attack that he started. He started, gave a brilliant pass, ran all the way into the box, and did a brilliant job with that. And it's always important when you see Ghanaian players at the top scoring goals. So Kamal Sowah, and it's also important to know that Kamal Sowah also plays in the same team with Denis Odoi, the professor himself. Denis Odoi, on the other hand, also featured for Club Brugge on the right side, lasted the entire minutes and managed to produce a performance that was 7.2. He was literally one of the best defenders in that game and was on the right side of Club Brugge. Denis Odoi also received a yellow card in that particular game when his side played against Atletico Madrid. But it was a brilliant game for those two Ghanaians. Odoi, the professor, we all know how experienced he is, and we all know what he does whenever he's on the right side of the defense. So I think Kamal Sowah is one player that a lot of people have talked about. You know, Ghanaians, whenever a Ghanaian player performs so well, definitely we want him drafted into the Black Stars. But Sowah is growing. Maybe his right time will come. But it's always important to see Ghanaian players excel at the world stage. That is very important. Now let's go to Bayern Leverkusen. They have players that have bare Ghanaian names, but as of now, they don't play for the Black Stars. So I don't know whether I can call them Ghanaians or literally they are players with Ghanaian descent, but now they don't play for the Black Stars. So Carlo Ancelotti lasted for 86 minutes. He scored a goal, but the goal was disallowed thanks to VAR. And then Jeremy Frimpong, he currently now plays for Netherlands, and he's a right wing back. Unfortunately for him, he received a red card, but I don't know if maybe he would also want to play for us. But others are saying that I think perhaps Hansen-Odoi, the time is now for him to join us for the World Cup. But I want to know, will Hansen-Odoi get a straight chance to go to the World Cup, to go to Qatar, if he manages to say, that he's going to represent Ghana at the World Cup. Anyway, that's a competition for another day. For the Champions League, his side lost 2-0 to FC Porto. Unfortunately, maybe when they come and represent us in Ghana, they are going to do great. But they are great players and they did very well on the match day. The last one we're going to talk about is Fatal Ishaku side FC Porto against Marseille. Marseille beat FC Porto by 4-1, but Ishaku was an unused sub on the bench. And I think he's one of the players. Earlier on, his coach was talking about Ishaku's education and how important it is for them to give him the chance to develop. His coach admitted that the guy is talented, very good, yeah, but he still needs a lot of things to learn. That is what they are trying to do, giving him an opportunity to learn more. And I think as young as he is 18 years old and going and traveling with Porto for Champions League games, obviously, is one that he'll be happy about and he was going to enjoy it. So, wrapping up, I think we talked about Mohammed Kudus scoring for Ajax, Kamal Sowah scoring for Club Brugge, and also in the same team, Denis Odoi also played as well. And then we talked about the two Ghanaians that are yet to play for the Black Stars, Hansen Odoi and Jeremy Frimpong. So these are the Ghanaian players that played in the week 1 of the Champions League, if I should say. But before I leave, let me use this opportunity and give you an update of maybe all the games that were played. So Ajax lost 6-1. They lost 6-1 to Napoli. Liverpool managed to beat Rangers by 2-0. Club Brugge beat Atletico Madrid by 2-0. FC Porto beat Leverkusen by 2-0. Bayern Munich won by 5-0 against Victoria Plzen. And then Inter Milan managed to beat Barcelona by 1-0. A game that got a lot of people's attention, but Barcelona are really in some hot trouble. If they fail to qualify as are now, because where they find themselves, they don't find themselves in the qualification zone, and Bayern Munich and Inter are far advanced. Hopefully they will be able to position themselves well. Marseille also beat FC Porto by 4-1, and then Frankfurt drew 0-0 with Tottenham Hotspur. Tomorrow there's going to be other Champions League games. We're going to follow them and we're going to give you updates on that. But maybe if you want to talk about Chelsea, will be playing AC Milan, Real Madrid will be playing Shakhtar Donetsk, Manchester City will be hosting FC Copenhagen, Sevilla will be hosting by Dortmund, and Benfica will be hosting PSG. Juventus will be playing Maccabi Haifa. Alright, so that's where we're going to bring today's video to an end. My name is Delal Frankout. If you enjoy what we do here, please hit on the subscription button. But until we meet again, bye bye for now.